Hello, welcome, Cabbage here. In Monster Strike, let's look at the Super Extreme quest for Kaoru and Lilith. And this will be the most difficult quest for the Evangelion collaboration. Although it's not as tough as some previous collaboration Super Extreme quests, like we saw from other collaborations. But main gimmick in here is damage walls, so we do want to bring null damage wall characters, and then bounce characters will be better. Because as we can see in the corners, there are anti-pierce guys. And then the boss and then the enemies, they have very high defense and HP. So we want to bring as many slayers as we can. And we want to bring as many light characters as we can in order to get that elemental advantage. On my team, I have two of Ayana Murei, and she's easily the best character for this mission. But light bounce with the null damage wall. She has recovery M, which is important in here because there are no hearts. We can see the healing walls there. And then the needle panels, when they come out, they do a lot of damage. And then the boss also does a lot of damage, so healing is going to be very important here. She also has the Angel Slayer, which will work on the boss in these stages. And then she also has a Counter Slayer, so she has like a double Slayer for most of this quest, so she is the best character in here for that reason. I'm also using a Striker, and then he is the Transcendent Kai version, and so in order to activate his Connect skill, I added another bounce character that is also Deity class in order to unlock that. And that character here is a Hypnos. I thought he would be useful because he has the speed up. But speed up is actually kind of good and bad in here. It's bad when the needle panels come out. And then he has no slayers and he has low attack. So on his own turn he can't really do a lot of damage, so in future runs I did take him out. I think I'll be using Gon instead. If you have him from the Hunter x Hunter collaboration, he's also really good. Just like Striker, he is light, bounce, null damage wall with the Counter Slayer. So yeah, they can both be good. But really, the more of Ayana Murei that you can bring in, the better. And so for that reason, this quest, it might be easier to do multiplayer rather than solo. That's usually not the case, but since there are so few characters that can really do good damage in here, unless you have a team full of Ayana Murei, it might be easier to do multiplayer. But you can really use any bounce character with null damage wall. I see people use like Lucifer and stuff. Her barrier is good, of course. So is her Grand Command Strike Shot. But on every stage, we see the attack up panels. We really need to hit those in order to do damage. And then there are also skull guys that are kind of like right next to the boss. If we take them down, the needle panels will go up, so we want to leave them alone if we can. And then these anti-pierce guys, we also want to take them down. Just because they will damage us. And then Ayana Murei's Strike Shot is really good. She becomes a Pierce, gets a speed and power up, and then teammates that she hits will get an AT field, and then also attack up. Becoming a Pierce can be a problem with those anti-Pierce guys. But if you use her Strike Shot after they're all gone, that's no problem. But actually, you could take advantage of, being stopped by them. If there are needle panels out, but you want to heal your guys, and you also want to give them a barrier, you can, hit your guys, and then hit one of the anti-pierce guys, stop, and then you won't keep traveling and hit the needle panels. So that's kind of a tricky way to use that. I tried Gon's Strike Shot in here, not that good. I also tried Takemi Kazuchi. I thought he would be good because he's also light bounce deity class, but his strike shot was not very good in here either. There are no weak points in this mission, so he can't take advantage of that. Okay, here comes the boss sequence. Same thing as before, we want to hit the power-up panel before we hit the boss. If we can, we want to not take down the skull guy, since that will summon the needle panels. But like here, for example, the placement of the attack-up panels, they're kind of hard to get to, so yeah, as we could see there, I took down the skull guy just because I kind of didn't have a choice. Ayana Mide also has the AT field, so she can kind of block that initial attack from the boss. Needle panel really hurts in this mission. Alright, thankfully no attack from the boss there, so I can take this turn to heal my guys, do some damage to the boss with Day's Strike Shot. And then all the anti-pierce guys are gone, so I can move around very freely. I guess you could use Shinji, the original water Shinji in here. He's another bounce with the null damage wall. He also has the Angel Slayer, so he can get some extra damage in there. He's got the AT field, pretty good strike shot as well. But Ray will be better for sure. One thing about the power-up that you get from Ray's strike shot, if you use a Ray to buff up another Ray, that Ray will actually be strong enough with all of the other Slayers that she doesn't need to hit the attack-up panel to do damage against the boss, so that's something to keep in mind if you use multiple of them. But yeah, overall this quest not too difficult. I saw on Twitter that people were finishing the max luck in like under an hour and a half, so it's very doable. I think it's funny how they did this stage, you know? If you watch the Evangelion anime, you know that this place is full of skulls, which is kind of dreary. But this is like a kid-friendly game, so they changed all of the skulls around so that none of them actually look like skulls. You don't see any like, you know, faces or like eye sockets. But yeah, if you're in the know with the anime, then you know these are all skulls. Alright, so again, the attack-up panels, they're kind of in inconvenient positions. But still, we need to hit them so that we can do damage to the boss. Yeah, not a lot of damage there from Hypnos, so yeah, definitely going to take him out of my team. Okay, here come the needle panels. But let's use Ayana Miude's strike shot. We'll pick up the speed up. And that'll do in the boss. Alright. Alright, and then from that quest we get drops of Kaoru. 1 drop per treasure chest, so you want to use the treasure chest metal item if you can. Alright, good luck with that. Lots of time left, and we'll see you again. Take care.